welcome to Finding Your Frequency, the show here in North Florida where we meet interesting people, find out what they're doing and what success looks like. And today we have the president of Hampton Golf, M.G. Orender, longtime PGA president. Thanks for coming in.
Always good to see you, my friend.
How's the golf business? It seems like it is really booming again.
The golf business, and we probably talk about it more as the club business.
Okay.
COVID had people looking for safe places where they could still recreate and do things with their families, and everything was sort of shut down. But golf, thank God, they deemed, our state legislature deemed it safe.
Right.
And, we went to individual carts, so you weren't sitting too close to somebody, but you were outside, you could have fun. And people started realizing that it was a great activity, not only healthy.
Sure.
People don't realize if you play a round of golf in a cart, you lose 700 calories. That's like 30 minutes on an elliptical, right?
So sign me up.
Yeah. I need
right,
to do it
right now.
I need to play more often. But places they could go with their family and do things together, and the clubs have really become hubs again.
I think that's the key word. After all those months of people kind of living in isolation, they wanted community, and that's what you're building in your clubs all over the state of Florida.
Yeah, we've expanded. We're in New York, New Jersey, Minnesota, Ohio, and Tennessee.
Oh,
but we're building every place. It's about the club experience. It's not just golf, because we have a lot of golfers and they love golf. We will make sure the golf course looks good, feels good, food's good,
right.
But we want to make sure we offer events that are not just male-centric, that the wives are happy at the club, that
right.
they have their social time, their friends. If they want to play, we make sure we have plenty of opportunities for all the members of the family to play and use the club.
What's the number one thing people are asking for? When they come look at a club, what are they interested in?
They want to know about, very often, the children's programs.
Okay.
And we have a number of clubs that we put in summer camps where we have a large number of kids, because if you're in the Northeast, it's not as important because the kids go to sleepaway camp. It's sort of a tradition up there. Not so much in the South. So if you have a place where the parents can bring the kids every morning, drop them off, and they're going to get exposure to golf, swimming, tennis, pickleball has become huge. You're serving them lunch and they make friends, and it's a great thing for the club to be sticky, so the family wants to stay.
Yeah.
But it's also good for the family because they've left their kid in a safe environment, right, that they can learn something, learn about playing well with others, and explore other sports, etc.
Right. Tell me about the pickleball thing in particular, because I know Atlantic Beach Country Club, where I live, just added courts, and you can't get on them.
Yeah.
Are you seeing the same thing?
Yeah. There's a project where we just opened in Port St. Lucie. It had 6 pickleball courts and 6 tennis courts. When the second phase is done, when the clubhouse is built, there's going to be a total of 30 pickleball courts.
Wow. 30.
And 18 or 16 tennis courts. And there's another club that we're building right now, not far from there, also in Port St. Lucie, for a local developer for Greenpoint called Glen Leah, that will also have, in the 20, 24 range pickleball courts.
That is amazing. You'll bring members, I would think, just for pickleball, because they want a consistent place where they can come and play.
Yeah, there's one of the kind of defunct clubs here in Jacksonville, over on the west side, has leased out some land, and there's a gentleman from California coming in, building 30 pickleball courts. 20 of them were under a dome.
Wow.
And because we don't have a big pickleball club here in Jacksonville. You've got, Ponte Vedra Inn's putting in pickleball courts in their next iteration, and but it's a place, it's something people want. Tennis players aren't thrilled about it because very often they come in and convert tennis courts, and they don't like that.
Yeah.
And the one thing you have to be careful as a developer or builder is where you put the pickleball courts, because people around it say it's noisy. If you're playing it, it doesn't seem noisy, but if you're next door, it can be.
Yeah, it can be kind of noisy.
Yeah.
How's North Florida stacking up in the golf world, in the club world, as you talk about different places in Florida and other places in the country? How are we doing here?
Well, we were honored and privileged to be part of Stillwater.
Yeah.
A good golf course,
Very nice
well
place.
done, and they're building. I just got a picture of the clubhouse. It's almost finished, and that'll have pickleball as well and tennis. That's the only new course that's been built here in quite a while, even though I am working with a developer who's looking at property right now in Northeast Florida, for a potential 27-hole facility.
So the demand is building again.
It is, and we joined forces with Corner Lot. We purchased Glen Kernan and doing a full redo of that one.
It's exciting to hear what's going on in that project.
Yeah.
Because Glen Kernan's been a hidden little gem in North Florida.
Yeah, it was such a great footprint, and we're trying to maintain a lot of it as it was, but we are trying to enhance it. We hired Jim Furyk is doing the redesign, and he's got an incredible eye. He's a player's architect, and not just a great player. He plays with his dad a lot, plays with me a lot, so he knows that as you get older, you don't hit as far. He factors all of that in and is doing some really cool things.
How about just a final thought on North Florida? You've played golf and you've worked in golf all over the world. Why is North Florida home to you? What is it about this place that stayed special in your heart?
Well, yeah, I was born and raised in Tampa, and as I told some guys the other day, they said, "What brought you to Jacksonville?" I said, "I chased a brunette up here and caught her."
Congratulations, by the way. She's a wonderful lady.
Yeah, she's terrific. I mean, but she and I both talked about it after she left the tour. She had no strings, and I can move my office anywhere I want. But when I come over the bridge at JTB, I live at the beach, there is a moment. And that whole area down there, the quality of life along the beaches, but even when you come over here, San Marco, it's just an amazing place to live. And it's been hidden for a long time. It's being discovered.
It is.
Which some of that I'm glad about, but when I'm sitting in traffic, I'm not. But, yeah.
But still, you go someplace like Atlanta or Fort Lauderdale, you're like, Jacksonville, it's no problem. This is good.
Absolutely. Or
We'll take it.
New York, go out on Long Island, LA. Oh my gosh.
We'll take it. Life in North Florida is good, and what you're doing with Hampton Clubs, right? It's Hampton Golf, but clubs is enhancing the life of people here in North Florida. Thanks so much for everything you're doing.
I appreciate it, buddy.
Come back. Tell us what's going on, especially when you get Glen Kernan done.
Yeah, we should open in January.
Looking forward to it. Thanks for joining us on Finding Your Frequency. We'll be back.